with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and I have a really different video for you guys today. I wanted to do a review of my Erin Condren Life Planner. This is something that I've had since the beginning of the year, and I've wanted to do a video on it, and this video is probably going to be really long because I'm going to go into a lot of detail about this planner. And specifically, if you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I am going to be going into a lot of detail about how I use this planner as a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I really love this planner, and it has helped me organize my business really well. So anyways, let's dive in. This is my planner. This is the design I got. It says Loving Life's Little Blessings on it, 2014. I was hesitant to try this planner because it does start at $50. That is the very basic price for it. And that is a little bit pricey for planners, obviously. However, prior to using an Erin Condren Life Planner, I was using two planners. I was using one for my business and then one for home and homeschooling. So like my personal life, household stuff, and then homeschooling. And I was spending $20 a piece on both of these planners. So right there, that's $40. And so I was like, well, if I just get one planner, it's $50. So you can get them cheaper. I hear that they have a Black Friday sale every year. When you purchase the planner, you get a $10 off coupon for your next purchase. So I think that there is probably ways later on, once you're purchasing them and you're familiar with their company and if they're doing sales and whatnot, that you could get it for a little bit cheaper. But I will tell you that even not using a coupon or not able to, or them not running a sale, I will spend $50 on this every single year if I have to, because it's that amazing. So the thing that I like is you can customize it. So you can add photos to it. You can add whatever name you want. I just chose a basic design that just, was there. I didn't do anything specific. I just added my name. The cover is very sturdy. So it is very sturdy. So I'm using this, opening it 2 or 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day. And it's just very sturdy. I also like this ring. It is a metal ring. It's not plastic. It's not pliable. You can't bend it. You can't smush it. I mean, it is a really good ring, and I really love that. So I have a little planner charm just on mine that hangs off the edge right there. So I'm going to just go through and show you how it looks, and I'm going to zoom in, and I'll probably just kind of move it around as I'm talking. So I wrote my information down here. Now, this is because I'm doing this planner, I've decided that every year I will continue to buy this same planner. So this way I will be able to go back and look at previous years, what's happened, my goals, different things that have gone on, so I can just track different things. So in the beginning here, I put my title with Stampin' Up, and then I have this realistic goal setting, and this was something that Rhonda Wade gave out. It was a printable, and it just has the months, January through December, and then it has last year's sales and then this year's sales, and then if you're doing anything different, and I track that. So every month I write down what my sales are, and I write if I'm positive or negative compared to last year. And then it also has these little questions, like if you would like to earn a trip, if you're looking to earn any bonuses with Stampin' Up, or if you're looking to earn, different things. And I keep that right here in the front of my planner so that I can track that. So then you open it up and it has this. And what I've done is I've just written out my yearly goals. So I have goals for my blog, and then goals for my Stampin' Up business, and then kind of goals that work together with that. And so I've just written them out, and I keep them right in the front. So the next section of the planner, which this is something that I really really love specifically about this planner, and I hope that they never ever change it. This is the perpetual calendar, and what it's meant to be is birthdays and anniversaries. So they have the months, and then it just, you know, it numbers the dates. So it's January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and you're supposed to write birthdays or anniversaries. Now, I have a perpetual calendar that I have hanging up in my office by all my office stuff, and so I didn't need to use it for that. But what I did use it for is blog posts and video numbers. So I love this feature, and it is probably the #1 reason I decided to go with this planner and try it out. Because I used to keep track of my blog posts and video numbers on the monthly layout like this. So my calendar, my monthly calendar spread used to have all this information in every single day. Sorry about my lighting, guys. I'm getting a shadow. I'm gonna move my light. Hopefully that will be a little bit better. So I used to keep all that information in here. And then what happened is I couldn't keep track of maybe other information that I really wanted to be able to keep track of on the monthly view. So what I decided to do is keep track of that on this portion of this planner, and I absolutely love it. It gives me a 4-month view, so I can look back on the same page back a couple months on my blog and see what I was posting. And as a blogger, that is really important information for me to track, because it helps me track my traffic. It helps me track my to know, like, okay, in February, I didn't post a lot, so that's maybe why my numbers were down, that sort of thing. So as a blogger, it's very important for me to be able to track that, and I love this. So I absolutely love it. I just used a little bit of washi tape, and I wrote up here blog post video numbers. So then I just have a little paper clip. It's a little arrow paper clip, and I have that clipped together to this. So this is the yearly overview. I just keep it for just so I can at a glance see it. Then I have one of these little clips. They're just like a little paper clip, binder clip, and I clip the months together as they pass. So like January through April's all clipped together because I don't need that any longer. So I like having a calendar that has a monthly view and then a daily view. So this is really wonderful. When I changed over at the beginning of the year to tracking my blog information like this, what I was then able to do is use my monthly calendar, how I was using my monthly calendar in my personal calendar. So this just keeps track of like when all my bills are due, so that I can open this up, and on payday I can see what needs to be paid, or what doesn't, you know, or what I'm juggling around, that kind of thing. I also keep track of, on this side, I keep track of which week it is for Project Life. So like this is week 15. That way I can open this up and I can look, I'm on week 15 here. And then also like the catalog premiere for Stampin' Up is on the 28th. The retired list comes out on the 21st. I keep monthly goals here. If I open up a hostess code for a class, and I do that at the beginning of every month, I have one specific class and I get some orders online for that class. So I open up a hostess code at the beginning of the month and I make a note there so I can always just have that information right here. So then I use another little paper clip to clip together as the weeks are going by. So this was, you know, the prior weeks, and then I just clip them together so that I can easily flip back to my monthly view. So the other thing that I really love about this planner is its weekly view is Monday through Sunday. So I really love that. So while I like my monthly calendar to be Sunday through Saturday, I like because that's how most calendars are set up. That's the thing is that most calendars are set up Sunday through Saturday. So I like that the weekly calendar is set up Monday through Sunday, because then it puts my weekend together. And that's sort of how I think about business. And then like for schooling, I homeschool. So it really helps me to organize my week. And I love the design of having the days go down. Okay, so they're long ways. So other calendars have it broke up where it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays on this side, and then Thursday, Friday, and then like maybe Saturday and Sunday are together. And I always hated that. I had one calendar a couple years ago that had this design where your days were long like that down the whole page. And it was the most amazing planner I ever had, and I was never able to find that format again. So I love this format. I feel like I utilize it a lot more. It has a weekly goals and notes, and I use that to make notes of like if I have customer thank you cards to get out, if I have downline packages or thank you cards or top sales cards to get out. If there's something specific happening for my blog, if I have a blog hop or like with the retired list coming out, I'll have a note of that. It's just kind of like bullet points of what's really important. I need to get this done this week. If I have a stamp kit of the month coming out or a specific video that needs to be taped, that's what I use this section for. And then the calendar portion is broke up into morning, day, and night. Now, at first, I did not like that, and it was the only thing about this planner that I did not like because I just don't plan like that. My day is just my day, and I do whatever. And as I thought about it more and more when I got the calendar, when I got the planner, I realized that actually this was really perfect for me because I use the top part for homeschooling, the middle part for household business, and then I use the bottom part for my Stampin' Up business blogging. So what I've done is I've just written right here, homeschool, household, Stampin' Up. And you can see that I've just gone through and I've written on each just in this little area. So what that allows me to do is I write down all of our homeschooling plans there. I use it as a homeschool planner. So I make notes on what we've done that day, what work we've done, what we're working on. It's just what kind of I keep track of. I also write if we're in like spring break or winter break, Christmas break, anything like that. I break up my days like that. I plan out my homeschooling year at the beginning of the school year. So I just look forward through my planner and plan that out. If we're going on any field trips or we have any appointments for that kind of thing, I write it there. I also write notes, if I need to make phone calls about homeschooling or we're a part of a specific group type thing. And so any notes that I have to make, enrollment, if I have to get stuff in for the kids' enrollment or anything like that, testing, that kind of thing, I write all in here. My household section is literally just that, my household stuff. So our paydays, what I've done during the day, if it's my laundry day, if it's deep cleaning day, it's really, a lot of times I just use this at night. I sit down and it's kind of like a dumping ground for me where I just make notes of what I've done with the kids, if we've gone anywhere, and it just kind of helps me to take a breath because I'm very much a planner and very much, I like looking back on things and seeing what I did, and I always have 101 things going on in my mind and in my life. So sometimes I'll be like, did I wash the kids' bedding last week? Is that something I did last week, or did I do that the week before? And so that's really what I use the household stuff for. Now, do I write down every single thing? Scrubbed toilet 20 minutes today, did laundry, no, I don't write all of that stuff down, but it's just like a general note of what I've done, and it just helps me keep focused, and it just helps my life to run a little bit smoother. So then the bottom part is all my business stuff. So anything that I've done for my business. I'll put mail packages, cleaned up my email, did blogging. I really track what I've done with my business. If I worked, I'll put worked for 4 hours. I'll put late night working. I'll put if I filmed. And then I also write down, like, if Stampin' Up has a sale or I offer a sale or something. Just this week, I was looking at my reports and I was like, wow, why did that happen in April of last? Like, why did this go on? And I really couldn't figure out something very specific. I couldn't figure out why that would be that way in April of last year. And then I realized, like, oh, Stampin' Up ran this special. And so this is something, now that I've found a good planner that I can look back on, I will get my past planners out and be like, why did that happen? Or when did this specific thing happen? So hopefully that makes sense. If you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, you probably kind of know what I'm talking about. And then down here they have a section for meal. It's supposed to be like meal planning, exercise, daily to-dos. I use this section right here to track all my numbers for my blog. So I track my YouTube subscribers, my Google Plus subscribers, my Facebook subscribers, all my numbers. And I'll write that down. I do not do it every day. I don't have time to do it every day. I don't have time to think about it every day. I try to do it once a week. And then I'll also put down in this section, like if I'm running a giveaway. I recently ran a giveaway on my blog. And so I just wrote giveaway. I tracked my numbers that day and then I wrote giveaway so that I know when I look back at my numbers and I'm like, why did that skyrocket that one day? I'll know, like, oh, I was running a giveaway for something specific. So I love that portion of it. And then all of your months are tabbed, and they're very thick tabs. They're not, none of them have ripped or given out or anything thus far. I'm in April. I've been using it for 4 months. I love this little ruler. The only thing that I wish about this ruler is you can see that the little tab parts that you pop into your planner, there's one at the top and then one at the middle, and then I really wish there was one at the bottom, because what happens is you pop this in, it pops in really nice, but then you have this situation where it just like is flimsy on the bottom and it drives me crazy. I wish it was just really in there. So I use that for the current week we're in, and this ruler comes with the planner. You get a ruler with the planner, a little thing. So I'm looking forward to next year when I get another one, because I'll just pop this one out and use it in next year's planner. So I'll have 2 of them. So then the other really nice thing about this planner is if you flip all the way back, it has some things in here. So the first really nice thing is it has this notes section. So the very first page of the notes section, I wrote down my monthly to-dos. So I work my business, for Stampin' Up, basically, I work one day each week, a full day. So I work on Tuesdays. So I wrote down first Tuesday, second Tuesday, third Tuesday, fourth Tuesday. And then I wrote down the items I need to get taken care of on each of those days. And then I wrote down monthly items to do. And then it's just some notes section, and I just use that just for exactly that. It's just lined paper and I use it for notes. Then I have a couple more tabs back here. The first one is I have a little thing that I made for customer incentives, and I write those down. I track that, why I did it, who got the incentive, how much it cost me, that kind of thing. And then I have the same thing for downline incentives, and I left, because these pages were blank, so they weren't lined, and I don't really like to write on blank paper. I like to have lines, so that's why I chose to do this. So I did the customer incentive, I left a couple pages for any notes that I would have, and then I did a downline incentive, and I left a couple pages. The next, at the very end of the blank pages, I did a business mileage form. I printed this off from Stampin' Up and I put that in there. And then I did a business expense form, and it's not for like every little business expense that I have, but if it's just something that I'm not tracking somewhere else or I want to make a note of it, I do that here. This is the contact page, and on the first contact page over here, it was like contacts for like your plumber, your physician, your like contacts like that would maybe be, you know, the gardener. I don't have any of those. So what I did is I just covered that page with a piece of our designer series paper, Stampin' Up! Designer series paper. And then I typed this up on the computer, and it's my accounts, the website address, the username, and the password. And I just put that in there so that I could reference it all the time. And then they just have one sheet of, I probably should cover that up too. One sheet of contacts, and most of my contacts are in my phone and my computer. That's how I keep all my contacts since I got my new computer. But I do at times, like if I'm doing thank you cards and I've taken my kids to the park, I always have my planner. And so what I did is I put my most used contacts on this sheet. And then what I'll do is next year when I get a new planner, I'll just tear this out and I'll put it in my next planner. And then I'll have an entire additional sheet of contacts. So then I won't have to rewrite it. So then I just have, this sheet right here is just, that's a photo, is just my downline report that I printed out. And then I just have it attached with two little paper clips, and you can see it just opens up. Like I can just pull it open. And then I have my, all of my team members' information that I need to keep track of right in my planner. So then it comes with this little folder. So this has some Stampin' Up stuff that I've gotten, postcards and whatnot. And then if you flip it over, this has some household items. It has a couple bills, and then it has like, here's my water bill. And then this is a baby shower invitation I need to make a card for. And then it comes with, the planner comes with some stickers that I don't use them in the planner, but I've just kept them in there. And then it comes with this vinyl pouch with this, and I love this vinyl pouch. So I use Stampin' Up! Writer markers in my planner. I love the way they write. They don't bleed through. I have one color for each section. So in the beginning, I will just mention this because it's something that I didn't think would matter, and it ended up really mattering to me. So in the beginning, when I first started using my planner, I just wrote with whatever pen. Okay, so here, I just wrote with whatever pen I had. Like I just had some Stampin' Up! Pens in the back. I would just write with whatever pen, and it just kind of all smushed together, and like I really didn't like the way it looked. Like it just kind of looked really, really messy to me, and I just ended up not liking it. So how I felt is I'm not a color code person. Like I don't have time to color code every single thing and get 100 pens out and write it all out, and like I don't have that kind of time. Like I'm sorry, I just don't have a million other things I would rather be doing than sitting. And I know it's kind of like an art form. Like I kind of know it's like this thing that is like this very creative thing, which is totally fine if you have the time to do that. I really don't. But what I did find is that I didn't like the way it looked all messy with a million different colors. So I just chose 3 colors, and each color is for one section. And next year when I do the monthly calendar, what I will do is I will color code, like all of our household bills will be in one color. All my Stampin' Up! Situation will be in a different color, just so I can see the difference when I flip through and open. Or I might just do like all of our bills are in one color so that I realize like, oh, that's a bill. So that's the only thing that I will probably change next year. So I use the Stampin' Up! Writer markers, and I have one color for each section, one color for homeschooling, one color for household, and then one color for my business. So in here, I just keep my stamps. I keep a little Post-it note. I keep some washi tape. I use this pencil right here to do most of the writing in. like my blogging in the beginning and that kind of stuff. So I have extra pencil lead and a couple extra erasers. I have a couple extra paper clips and then an SD card adapter for my phone. And then I had gotten these, they're supposed to be bands to go around your whole planner. Like there's meant to go like this. So I had gotten that. And I mean, I like the idea of it, but the truth is that I am in and out of my planner so much that I started getting annoyed with this. Like I kept thinking, what's the point of this being on here when I'm getting into it so often? So what I use it for is I just stick it around this vinyl pouch. So the vinyl pouch itself stays down. And then I also use it to keep my pens up front because I keep this zip-locked. The zip-locked portion of this is really good. It really stays closed. I was unsure if it would, and it really stays closed. I don't have any problems with it. I have quite a bit in here. It never pops open. So I just use this band to keep my vinyl pouch down. Then the other thing I got was the pen. This is just, I didn't realize this watching other videos, but it's just a plastic. This portion is plastic and then the back peels off and it just sticks. A lot of people had this where you stick your pen hanging off here, so then the pen would hang off, and I didn't like that. It just was like really flimsy, and this thing gets worn out. So I just moved it inside, and then I just have my pencil right there. So then when I close this up, my pencil is inside, and you can see that it's a little bit thick, but honestly, this is always either laying on my desk or I have a drawer that it fits perfectly in, or it's in my purse. So that is my Erin Condren Life Planner. Again, I really, really love it. I use it so much. I use it every single day. It really is the best money I spent to organize my life and my business and home and homeschooling. And I really, really love it. It is a really amazing, amazing product and so worth the money, so worth the investment. If there's one thing that you can invest in your business, I would definitely say this would be the thing to invest in. So thanks guys so much for watching my video. You can click right on top of this video. It will take you right to the coordinating blog post. I have a few photos up to share with you guys, so you can see up close a little bit better. And then links to Erin Condren's website, of course, where you can go purchase your own planner. So thank you guys so much for coming by, and I will talk to you later.